Well, EA Sports just put out their first official news regarding Makerights for the present packs in Madden 23, and if you couldn't guess it, we got a lot to talk about in today's video. But Salsa family, hope you watching this are having a wonderful Friday, and without further ado, let's get started and showcase this article EA Sports put out that details what happened as well as what they're doing to fix it. And as we do so, just the absolute lightest of work for me last night, fellas. $45 win on these two picks. Hope you guys copied it. I know there were a lot of you guys out there that were copying my picks on Underdog last night, so if you did so, enjoy your $45. And if you want to check out the app that I'm making these picks on, it's called Underdog Fantasy. I will leave it linked in the description. And fellas, that Travis Kelce 0.5 receptions line will be available on Saturday if you signed up using that form I talked about in yesterday's video. But yeah, be sure to scroll down into the description of this video or any other video on my channel and click that link to sign up with Underdog Fantasy. It supports me as a creator a ton, and it's honestly a super dope app. Like, there's a reason I've been promoting them for the last almost year and a half now. But without further ado, count it down for me, boys. 3, 2, I'm not gonna do that actually. I'm just gonna show you guys the article right here. And there's a lot to unpack, a lot to digest from this article. Let's talk about it. First, we'll read through it. I'll kind of highlight some of the key points, and then I'll kind of explain it because it's a little confusing the way some of this stuff is worded, and it's a little confusing to actually figure out whether you watching this video are gonna get Makerights and what they actually will end up being. But let's talk about it. But yeah, time to test my reading comprehension skills after getting through all those years of online school. Let's see if I can pull this one off, boys. They say, hello, Madden community. We hope you all had a wonderful holiday season so far. We worked with the Lime service. I literally can't read. I just said Lime. We worked with the live service team to get a full understanding around what happened with presents on Christmas Day. Then they go on to say, from the developers, when presents were first made available to open, it was discovered that they were incorrect. We learned that users had all the proper inventory of presents and the proper content, but the names and images were incorrect. Now, this is what we talked about before, how presents were mislabeled. They say right here, everyone had the correct inventory of presents, but they were just labeled the wrong thing. And I should have just read this next sentence right here because it kind of explains it. It says, meaning when they had earned an unfinished business pack that should reward a Tom Brady item on Christmas morning, that pack was named the Legend Pack, but still awarded the Tom Brady item properly. So they're basically saying that whatever gifts you were supposed to get, you ended up receiving, they were just labeled incorrectly. If you had an unfinished business collectible in your binder, then you would have gotten a Legend Pack, but you still would have gotten Tom Brady. So it's kind of like taking the wrong pathway to get the same result. Fair enough. I know there's people that actually were supposed to get Tom Brady and didn't, and I think we'll get to that a little bit later on in this article. But yeah, that's the first item they say. Then next up, they go on to say around 6:20 p.m., which is Eastern time, by the way, an update was rolled out in an attempt to correct this, but corrected the wrong thing. Instead of updating the pack names and images, some of the contents of these packs were changed to the mismatched pack names. So that's a little bit confusing, but that's what we talked about before, and that essentially means that packs that were mislabeled, so let's say for example, you had like a Frosty extra large gift or an extra large gift, instead of changing the names of those packs to be what was actually inside, they changed the contents of the pack to be the same as what the name was. So they kind of changed it incorrectly, and that was going on until approximately 8:10 p.m. So for about 2 hours from 6:20 to 8:10, that was occurring. Then they go on to say that this resulted in cases where in the example above, the unfinished business pack now had the correct image and name, but was instead awarding a legend instead of the Tom Brady item it should have. Then they follow up by saying at approximately 8:10 p.m., the prior update was rolled back, reverting to the previous state where all the contents of the packs were correct to the collectibles that people had, just with the wrong images in some cases. So this is saying it basically went back to what was going on before, which is where you had all the presents you were supposed to from the collectibles you earned before, but the names were just incorrect. And then finally, they say near 8:40 p.m., the names and images of the packs were corrected to match both the original collectibles and the pack images. So at 8:40 p.m., that's when everything was supposedly back to normal, and I believe them right there. I think they're definitely missing out on one aspect, which we'll get into later, which is the fact that people that opened up presents early on in the morning, there were some people that did get screwed there. Let's talk about that a little bit later. Firstly, let's look at the Makerights. For literally just $3, you can buy 100,000 coins on MMOEXP. If you want to check it out, I will leave their site linked in the description, and of course, use code SWIFT at checkout for an additional 5% off your order. Then they follow up by saying, as a result, between the times of approximately 6:20 p.m. and 8:10 p.m., users were awarded content that did not match the content they had earned. This resulted in some packs awarding significantly higher value and some packs awarding significantly significantly lower value. Now, essentially what this means right here is they're talking about how some people got really good packs and really glitchy packs from those frosty extra larges, and some people must have got screwed over, because like they mentioned this example where people that open up the unfinished business pack were getting legends instead of Tom Brady, and if you open up that pack during that time window, that's when you kind of got screwed over. So then EA follows up to say, for the packs in the 6:20 p.m. to 8:10 p.m. time frame that granted lesser value, a make good for the correct content will be made once the team is back in studio. In addition to the make good for impacted users, all users that log into MUT will receive an additional large present. So from this article, the only make right I'm seeing is for people that were on the game in this time window, so from 6:20 to 8:10, and open up a pack that was not one of the frosty extra larges. If you open up your unfinished business pack during that time frame, you're gonna get a make right. If you open up really any pack during that time frame that gave you something that was lesser than it was supposed to be, you're gonna get a make right. And okay, I think that's fine and dandy. Let's say, for example, you got on the game, you didn't know about the glitch, you open up your packs and you got something that wasn't as good. Sure, that's fair enough. If you open up a pack during that time frame and got something that was lower, fine, fair enough. But I think the thing that they're really missing out on right here is the people that didn't actually get their player presence. I know there's so many people who, because of EA Sports' servers early in the morning, like right when these gifts open up, I'm talking about, a lot of people, because of the servers, were actually losing out on that card and weren't able to sell it or weren't able to use it on their team. They would open up the pack, which was called the Legend Pack right here. They would get the Tom Brady and then it would go away. Or even for people that I think were supposed to have this Legend Pack because of the fact that they had their unfinished business collectible, a lot of those people as well didn't actually end up having the Legend Pack available. So from what we're seeing right here, sure, this change is fine and dandy. I mean, go ahead. There's people that probably logged onto the game, opened up packs, didn't get what they were supposed to, and got lesser value. That makes sense. I think the other thing that needs to be addressed, though, is the people that had this unfinished business pack or were supposed to have the unfinished business or even the no egg zone pack and didn't end up getting that player. Otherwise, though, I understand what they're saying in the sense that when the presents were labeled incorrectly, I guess there's not technically anything they need to do to fix that, because what they're saying here is they're saying you got the right content, it was just in the right pack. So sure, if that actually ended up happening and that was truly the case, fine and dandy. I understand how you're not going to grant a make right for that. I understand how they're doing this make right here, but I think the thing they're really missing out on is people that lost out on those player presents, and I know there was a lot of people that are in that category. And there's also one other argument that I know a lot of other people are making, which is, what if I opened up my extra large presents early in the morning and didn't get the glitch? And I understand why EA Sports is not doing a make right for that. Like, honestly, I think we kind of just got lucky, those of us that opened up the pack during that time window and got the glitch. Maybe I'm just speaking because of the fact that I got the glitch on my account, and if I didn't, I'd probably be a little bit more upset. But honestly, I understand EA Sports not making that right. It wouldn't really make sense to me if they did a make right for the extra large player glitch. Like, just taking a step back and thinking about it this way, I got a glitch on my account, great, fine and dandy. It wouldn't make sense if EA Sports like gave that glitch to other people, if you guys know what I'm saying. Maybe I'm speaking from the wrong position, and you guys can let me know in the comment section if you think I'm absolutely foolish and I gotta stop talking because that doesn't make sense. But just when I'm thinking about this here, I'm thinking to myself, okay, I got a glitch on my account. Would it make sense for EA Sports to just put that glitch back in the game and give it to other people? Probably not. Like, when we think about other glitches that go on in this game, like let's say, for example, there's a pack that's glitched, giving you really good odds. Well, EA Sports is going to fix that. They're not going to give everyone access to that. As we open up our large present right here and pull a 91 Dante Hall, actually not terrible for that. It's an 89 plus pack, so I'll take 78k. But yeah, in terms of make rights, the two categories of people that look like they're going to be getting something is people that had issues with their player presence. So if you're in that category, I think you'll probably be fine, as well as people that actually opened up presents during the time window EA Sports put in that article and got less than they were supposed to. And of course, these make rights and stuff like that will be pushed out when EA Sports is back in studio. I think they say that at the bottom here, and I would expect that to be the case in a couple of days. I think they'll probably be back early next week after New Year's. But let me know what you guys think of this down below in the comment section. Let me know if my takes were completely wrong. Let me know if you agree with this stuff. And until next time, have a wonderful day, and I'm out. Peace.